Is it worth buying the Fullstar Vegetable Chopper to take care of all of your vegetable chopping needs? Well, in this unsponsored,
Is that even a word?
review, we're going to take an extensive look and including all of the different blade options that come with the Fullstar Vegetable Chopper. This is a 2-year update review, so I've learned from all your tips and tricks in the comments, and we're going to take this and put it through a thorough test to see if this gadget is truly a worthy addition to your kitchen arsenal. To start with, you can see the Fullstar Vegetable Chopper comes with this handy case that will hold all the food you chop. What you're going to do is you're going to put in your blade whatever option you want here. This is going to push all the food into it. You can see it's got little ridges. We're going to see how that works. So we're going to start with pico de gallo recipe that I use with the Fullstar Vegetable Chopper. The ingredients right here is what I use. I like it because it gets a nice fine dice. Using the fine dicer right here, you can see how small we're going to get, but not too small. So you set it in, you lock it down, so now the blade part won't come up. And you set it, make sure you set the onion correctly with your slicing. So you want to make sure to have the flat part laying against the blades, so you get nice, small cuts, chops. Put it down. Go ahead and take the other part of the onion, put it on top. Half of an onion for the pico de gallo. Next, I'm going to chop up the cilantro. So you see it's nice cilantro. Let's take some, put it down. This will be the same for any herb you use in the Fullstar Vegetable Chopper. You just put it in. Make sure it fits inside the square. That's the important part. That's also why we cut up the onion. And then you push it firmly down. But in this case, take a look. Very little went through. It's a little too fine. You can see lots of it still there. And we also have a whole bunch sitting right here in the pusher. What are we going to do? We are going to use a special tool. When you get too much stuff in the pusher, use this special tool. It comes right out. Then I will show you the trick that one commented person put down. How do you chop up your cilantro? By using something else on top of it. So first we're going to take it all out. And you can see some of the onion. So you're wondering how to clean the tool. This is one way to clean out the vegetables. So how is it going to chop the cilantro? We're going to use, in this case I use a pasilla pepper. You could also use jalapeno peppers, whatever pepper you like. Peppers will slice really well. We'll lay it nice and flat right on top. But to do so, first you got to make it the same size. And then this time we'll get all the cilantro in there. Put the pepper on top, chop to the right size. Make sure you're covering up your cilantro or whatever fresh herb you're putting in. Place it down. And now we have both pepper and cilantro all chopped up. And as you can see now, the top pusher is not full of cilantro. Thank you, YouTube comments, for giving me that idea. Finish up the pepper. And there it's nice and diced finely. So now we've got both our onion and our pepper. Let's set that aside in our bowl. Wondering what that noise is in the background? That is a beef stew recipe I'm making using the medium dicer, which I'll show you how to use later. Next, let's go ahead and chop up some garlic. So these garlic is already kind of thin. Don't have to worry about it being fine diced without the thinness. Not long thins. So we're just going to chop it up. Put it in and smash. Oh. Now I don't know about you, but this garlic, that is too big. A big chunk of garlic and salsa? I don't think so. So that's not good for this. It'll work for beef stews. It'll work for other things when you want big chunks of garlic and you cook them well so they're going to melt down. But for a salsa, no. No, 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 no. So we're going to have to find some other way to finish off the garlic. The last thing you're going to use a chopper for to make the salsa is this tomato. These are Roma tomatoes. They are a little stiff, which is very important. You can see the skin is still on them, which Happy Healthy Wife does not like. So I've gotten used to peeling tomatoes. So fortunately, it comes with this useless tomato peeler. Alright, so after we've peeled the tomatoes, we are going to cut them up so they can be nice and cube for me. If you put it here and cut it up, you think about it geometric and have nice long slices, which is not what you want for pico de gallo. So we need to make sure we make this a flat 1/4 inch slices so that when you chop it with the chopper, you'll have the cube styled shape that you're looking for approximately. So we're going to take out the inside part. Alright, so usually for me that means I'm going to slice it across once. Kind of thick slices. There we go. Another one. Thick slices. Wait a minute. The user manual says the blade is not suitable for tomatoes. Well, let's just see what happens. So one thing that I have learned, that if you're trying to do these tomatoes, if you do it slowly, it's going to squirt everywhere. I like to put the covers on top like this, so it's like to squirt places. We shall see how it works today. So we're just going to put it on, and like all the others. Pound it through. Now, if you look at my hand, some of the juice splashed onto my hand. So that's the one danger about doing tomatoes. But you can see it just cut right through the tomatoes, making beautifully cubed, small, diced tomatoes. Perfect size for a pico de gallo. Alright, so right wondering how to clean the blade. So you're going to take it out, and see you still got a little bit of tomato in there. What you can do is use the tool that came with it to clean it out. And you can also put it in the water, and it'll help as well to clean it. You can also put it in the top rack of the dishwasher. But this is the brush that they gave you to clean off the blades, because you do not want to touch the blades. If you touch the blades, you are going to be in a world of hurt. It is going to slice up your finger. I know, because it's happened to me. But after a good brush and a quick rinse later, you can see the blades are practically clean. They're almost ready to go again. You can also toss the dishwasher for a full cleaning. The last thing I want to add to my pico de gallo is a spritz of lime. So I'm going to cut the lime in half, and you know what, you can use a Fullstar Vegetable for that if you have the Deluxe version, as it comes with a juicer. So you can take your lime, put it right on the juicer. There we got now a little bit of lime juice. If you're liking this video so far, please dice that like button to shreds. It really helps support the channel. Also, I have now published a Fullstar Vegetable Chopper Companion Guide, which includes some of the tips and tricks that we have here today that I'm going over, and some more as well as 26 recipes that I have found that I used with the Fullstar Vegetable Chopper with all the color pages. So if you're interested in buying this book, there is a link to the Amazon page in the description below, in both a paperback version and a Kindle version. Also, if you are really interested in buying the Fullstar Vegetable Chopper, there's a link to that in the description below as well. At the end of the video, I'll give you a special promotion, so stay tuned to the end. And now let's move on to the medium dicer to cut up some vegetables for a beef stew or a vegetable soup. Those are good. You're going to slide it in, lock in place, and now that thing will come out. Did I mention that the Deluxe version comes with this useless peeler? Why do I call it useless? Well, because if you're trying to buy a vegetable chopper, you probably already have a peeler of your own. Probably better than the one they gave you. So that's why it's useless. But let's use the useless peeler anyway. Now I went ahead and used the useless peeler. So I get our vegetables to the right size to make nice squares. So you can see it's about a 1/2 inch. So when we cut them, we're going to slice them about 1/2 inch thick. Start a potato. Let's see how it does on a potato. These potatoes are kind of small. So I'm just going to cut it in half. If you want, you can stack them. It should work. Yeah, that'll be fine. And smash. Nice diced potatoes. And just like that, 6 potatoes chopped up, ready for beef stew. Because celery will dice nicely, you just gotta fit it inside. So I always like to measure it using the Fullstar Vegetable Chopper. If it's too big, cut in half again. Full stalk of celery. Inside. We're using the medium dice, which come out a bit chunky, which is great for chicken salad if you're gonna make a chicken salad, or soups or beef stews. 5 stalks of celery, beautifully chopped. Carrot, same deal. These will be fine for the size I want for my beef stew. This one's a little thick, so I'm gonna cut it in half first, and then cut for dice size. There. Carrot's a little tougher. Again, it's just smash. Don't need to hold back. Fit them in. The canned tomatoes that we're going, just kidding, this is pre-diced, we're just going to dump them straight in. Maybe you're wondering, what about French fries? Let's find out. Well, if I put it directly on top as is, the big long potatoes, you want long fries, right? The pusher is going to push to the side. Maybe you could push with your hand a bit, but I would not do that because these blades are so sharp, you might end up cutting your fingers. I would not do that. So let's see if I half-size potatoes. Let's see. Oh, it looks like I can do it. Let's try it. You see they kind of got a little bent in there, right? Some of them. Let's do some more just for testing's sake. Get the flat part in. Let's go slow. So you cannot go slow. Look at that. There we go. A little bit of pressure, got through it. See how these look. Oh, look at this. Uniform French fries. Some of the potato got stuck in there. What if you're a skin-on person? What if you want thicker fries? The smaller potato, but even so, I'm afraid the pusher is not going to work the way I want it to. It's going to push to the side. You can see it digging in there. Let's cut in half like I wanted to in the beginning. Careful not to cut myself, right? Okay, thick fries. If you do it fast, you'll wind up with your curved fry. The pounding method gives you curved. If you're able to push it through, you'll get straight. But look how short and stubby these are. But there is French fries with a Fullstar vegetable chopper. Let's say you want to do something healthy and use zucchini noodles. Well, the Fullstar vegetable chopper's got you covered with this little attachment here. Slide it in, lock it down. It comes with two possibilities. This one, you can see the knives right there. The knives, these are very sharp. Do not touch them. That's why they give you this so you can clean them. Goes right on through. Also comes with one of these, and it'll help you make zucchini noodles. So you put in that attachment. You put this in the only way it'll fit. Now you're ready to zucchini noodle. Stick it in, and you're gonna start twisting. Start twisting. There we go. Just gonna say. I like 5 twists, and I pull it out, and I keep going because I don't like really long zucchini noodles. Now the one bad part about this spiralizer is you can see it's gonna leave this part and make a long spiral in the end. Other spiralizers I've had do not have that problem. When it gets too small, that's what this is for. You plop it right in, and you keep going. So this is as far as I can go. It's not bad. Take these little zucchini pieces off. You can see there's still some zucchini left over that didn't quite get spiralized. A little more than the other ones that I've used. See how it did. For other zucchini noodles I've made, this is fairly standard. It just wastes a little more zucchini than the others I use. But if you don't have a zucchini spiralizer, this is a good option. And I like how it keeps into the bin below. Let's try the ribboner. I usually do not use the ribboner. There's no vegetables I want to ribbon. But let's try it on zucchini. We're gonna lop off the top. Set it in and start the ribbon process. It is working, I guess. See how it works. Okay, see this extra piece here coming out the middle? That's a lot bigger than I see from other ribboners. Let's take a look at the long ribbon piece. It's not awful. If you don't have a ribboner and you want to make ribbons, I guess this one will work. Let's try to ribbon a carrot because I've seen people ribbon carrots before. So we're going to use the attachment. I want to use a carrot because it's a stiffer, harder vegetable than the zucchini. Set the attachment in, insert the ribboner. Let's try the thicker part. See if it'll ribbon. Two small ribbons. Let's see what we've got. So we have kind of ribbons. And again, see that part that just comes out? Spiraling thing. It's a waste. Does it ribbon the carrot? Yes. Does it make it nice and pretty? No. Personally, I would not buy this for the ribboning, not buy this for the spiralizer, even though I love spiralized zucchini. Instead, what I do is I have my separate spiralizer, which works better. Now let's move on to the items from the deluxe version. First up, the peeler. So it's got a peeler here, kind of leaves ridges when you do it. It has these little holes, which will nicely take out the eyes from potatoes if that's what you're looking for. And it's got this stylus Julienne. We're just going to peel and Julienne this carrot so you can see how it works. Let's compare that peeler to a standard OXO model peeler. So I am curious which one. To be honest, this one's much faster and smoother. Okay, nicely peeled carrot. If you look closely, there are ridges in it because of the ridges on the peeler itself. So take a look at the difference in the peels. This is from the OXO, and this is from Fullstar Vegetable. There's a little thicker with the peels. There's a little thicker peel taken off from the Fullstar Vegetable peeler. Now that you've peeled your carrot, maybe you want to julienne the carrot. So let's julienne this carrot using the julienne peeling side. Let's see how that works. Lots of stuff gotten stuck inside the blades. You can see it does julienne the carrots. You want to make carrot cake? You want to have shavings for your salad? It will julienne the carrots. Will I get the deluxe version just for this tool? No. The next attachment test is a juicer. Slide it in, lock it down, ready to go. You can measure how much juice you get in cup. Take a lemon, slice it in half. There it goes. Works like any other lemon juice you might have. Like one of these around the house. I prefer this one because this one has to be stuck into the juice at the bottom of your container. Whereas this one goes straight to whatever bowl you want it in. Would I get the deluxe model for this juicer? No. Let's try it on the egg separator. Lock it down. Take your egg. Okay. And separate. Let's take a look how well it's separated. There's a little bit of egg whites on there, I can see it. But when I look at the top here, there's still lots of whites next to the yolk. Alright, so let's do what I usually do when separating egg yolks from whites. I have the ability. Use the hand through the fingers. Or you could use the shell and rock it back and forth. That would work too. Let's go to hand fingers just this time. There it goes. Now you can see I have just the yolk in my hand. And the rest of the whites, including the thick part next to the egg yolk, are now in the container. Does it really separate whites from yolks? No. The last item for the deluxe model is the egg slicer. I've got a hard-boiled egg from yesterday that I put in the refrigerator for today. So it's very cold. And one thing, when you do egg slices, you don't just go slow. No, see, it's just gonna bend it and smash it. No. You're gonna go fast. Boom. And yes, you'll see it's got the greenish color near the egg yolk because it was cooked yesterday. You can see nicely sliced, beautifully done. It works like a charm. If you have an egg slicer, you don't need to buy the Deluxe model for this. There is another trick though up my sleeve with this egg slicer. Now the egg slicer can also double as a mushroom slicer. Now you do not go slow. If you go slow, it doesn't work for you. You just take it, go in, and go bam. Quick, push, and it works decently. I've done it better than that, but you can see you can slice your mushrooms. But I would not use this for the mushroom slicer because I'd rather use the dash safe slice mandolin. That's my current one. So would I buy the Deluxe model just for the egg slicer? No. Now, if I was going to go ahead and click on one of those links down below to purchase my very own Fullstar Vegetable chopper, I'd make sure I chose the standard version. The Deluxe version is extra expensive and you don't need all the extra gadgets. You probably just want something to chop. And that's what you need, just a standard chopper. That's all you're going to need. And if you are so inclined, you could also click on the link to purchase my Kindle version or my periodic version of the Fullstar Vegetable Chopper Companion Guide. But if you are one of the first 10 people to use that email link down below in the description and email me with a physical address, I will send you your very own personal copy for free of my Fullstar Vegetable Chopper Companion Guide. Now that we've diced a lot of the vegetables, maybe you need something to slice them and julienne them instead. Well, you're in luck because I have this review right here of the very best of all kitchen gadgets that will julienne and slice your vegetables to your heart's content.